Well guys, it's been quite a while since my last video. This is another DNM. Today I really want to talk about is, well, the way the words are being muddled up in the world today. And we've got words that, sick mate, sick. And when the original terms it was sick, it was, and when you're really crook. That was the original word. And it's the reason why that meaningless becomes meaningless. When you talk about love, when you talk about things like, that was awesome, and words just become bigotry or ambiguous, sorry, and meaningless. And it's because people have misused words without understanding their meaning. And it's just like when people say racism. Do they even know the words that they are using? And going by understanding and by how they behave, they don't. Not a clue. And, and intolerance. And tolerance is just like, no, you don't really understand that one. Tolerance is a word that means that, yes, you know what the person is doing wrong. You don't agree with what they're doing, but you know that their worth as a human being is as much as your own. That is tolerance. That is the full meaning. You don't have to agree with what they are. You don't have to agree as though, oh, if you were so tolerant, you'll love everything that I do. How can I love everything you do? I don't even love everything I do. It is a fallacy. False. To be tolerant is to care about the person, despite of the things that they do that you don't agree with them. And that's where we've got these hate speech, hate speech. So, do you even know what hate is? Hate is a desire that is almost deadly, or to the point that is deadly, that you've got such emotion for that person that you'd rather kill them. That is hate speech. When you say that someone deserving of death, that is hate speech. And those who scream intolerance seem the biggest ones that spread hate preach. Punch a Nazi. What? Or just someone to speak out and say something that, what, this is wrong? And you say that's hate speech? Really? And it's like these people who scream racist. And it's like, do you even know what racism is? Back in the past, in Australia, we had racism. Big time. And there's stories of people who bury Aboriginals up to their necks and then kick their heads off, or see how far they can kick that person's head off. That is hatred. That is racism. Racism is hating on another person from another country. If someone was to say that they're Christian, and you go, oh, Christians are worthless, Christians are this and that, does that make you racist? There's a difference between religion and race. Christianity is not a race, it's a culture. Just as Islam and Muslims is a culture. Now, if I was to say, I hate Iraqis, that is racism. If I was to say, oh, you Anglo-Saxon scum, that is racism. The whole point of racism is that you hate someone just because of who their mother and father is. That is true racism. And I can tell you, I'm not. All you have to do is go to my Facebook, if you can ever bother finding me. And I've got friends from different countries, of different cultural backgrounds: Filipinos, African, Indian, Fijians. I mean, hello. If I was a racist, you think they would be there? And racism can come onto the point of being hatred. And there's different scales for racism. You can just go, oh, I don't want to do anything with you. That's mild racism. To ones who say, oh, such and such a group should have their heads kicked in. That is extreme racism. And bigotry. A lot of people don't even understand the true meaning of bigotry. Bigotry is a disdain for certain groups. That includes race and religion. When someone says that, such and such a group, I just dislike them, that is bigotry. So that could be, oh, you atheists, you are the ones I don't like. That is bigotry. Oh, Christian, you're one of those Christians. That is bigotry. You don't get it. If you knew the words and the true meaning of them, you're either A, you don't care, or B, you're ignorant. It's things like that that is causing a lot of problems. And you've got people who say that such people are deplorables. I was just like, really? I find those who go out and kill other people or rape other people just because that's what they do, that is deplorable. But just because someone who likes another person and they're deplorable, deplorable is someone that is foul, who is obnoxious, that is should never be, well, let me get that word right, that should be a disdain, a horrible taste in your mouth. Something that you want to spit out as soon as it's there. That is deplorable. Someone that you can't stand being around. That is deplorable. And then the people who just use these words without a clue of their true meaning. And when you hear someone, they hear rock bottom. It means that they have sunk to a point in life that there is no further down. That there is no further down. Those who live out in the street, wondering if they're going to eat one day to the next, that is rock bottom. There's an old saying, piss pot poor. The original meaning of that is that you were so poor that you had a pot that each member of the family would pee into, so they can sell that pee and urine, which is one of its meanings, to the tanneries, just so that you can live and just get by. Now, there's another that goes along those lines. Not a pot to piss in. That means you were so poor that you couldn't even afford the pot, so that then you can at least get some money to survive. And piss pot poor is pretty much rock bottom. So what I'm getting at is, we as a society have made ambiguous. And we turn things that should have been black and white into grey just because we have demeaned the meanings of each word that we use. And it's just like, man, I love this. When, in all real fact, you only just like it. It's not as though you would marry it and spend the rest of your life. Hang on. There's people that would do that to just a tree. Ew. Or marry their dogs or cats. I was just like, are you human? Are you even at the same level as humanity? Are you even one of us? And you got people who care more about an ice cream than another human life. Or they care about the survival of another species than their own unborn child. It's lunacy. And yes, lunacy. I've worked in mental health. It's lunacy. People are so mental and mentally broken that they almost seem like they're not human. Where's society gone? But this is just what has already been said that would happen. We are repeating history. Society gets broken down not because of the warriors and the fighters comes from the outside. They get broken from within. Rome, they fell apart because their political leaders turned on each other. Babylon, another great civilization. What happened to it? It wasn't conquered because of warriors or greater forces outside. It was conquered from within. Do we want our society to have the same thing happen to them? I'll leave that in your hands because each member is a part of that society. And if each member did their part, it could either be broken or be made better. We've got to start by looking at each other and looking at ourselves. Not each other, ourselves. Because if we can't work out ourselves and work on ourselves, then how can we help another person? How can we lead another person to do better if we do not even look at ourselves, at what we do individually? Oh, but this happened and it's their fault. It's like, are you an organism that's got no brain? Some people act that way. And it's quite sad. They act as though they're just mindless insects. And it's a no wonder why that they go through lives miserable, broken, destitute, poor. And they wonder why they're broken and alone. I'll leave that with you, because you are responsible for you. You can only work on you with full authority. Only you can decide how you react to situation. Only you can decide how others can make you do anything. That is being a sentient being. That is living your life. Remember, it's your life. You might as well look after yourself.